Yeah, what's up? So sit down. Table talk. What's that, Magnesia? Let's do this. My daughter, she was talking about the situation in Minnesota. She had said something about racism. And I said, baby, racism is really something that existed long ago and is not the factor now that it was then.
Yeah.
And she was like, the daddy, they fighting in the street, they killing the police over racism. And I said, no, baby, what we have now is called classism. I just gave her the 10-year-old version of classism. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it a little bit more savvy for those that can stick with me. Classism happens internally with every race. It's rancid. It's rancid in the white race. But it goes on, I've seen it go on in other races. But, you know, you got the top 10%, then you got this upper middle class that's really fictional. He makes 75, she makes 75. They got credit cards stretched out to 2 1/4 and they chase it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what type of life is that? Then you have the middle class, and you have the lower class, and then we live in a trickle down society and we take care of allegedly our homeless and those that, you know what I'm saying? It's best explained by a parable about a young man with a lawn care service and this rich man, multi-millionaire. He had gained favor with the rich man and he gave him all his properties and his home to take care of. So it was a big job for him. Well, one day he's doing his residence and his daughter had came home for the summer from college. Well, the old man pulls up and he sees the daughter standing on the porch and the lawn care boy standing in the yard and they're talking. Well, when he pays him, he says, hey son, remember, I don't have you here to take care of my daughter. I have you here to take care of my yard. If you can't figure it out, I'll figure it out for you. This is classism.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the young guy was white and the old man's white too.
Yeah.
This is classism. He's got that girl going to, you know, a higher learning facility for a reason, and it's not to be married to no yard man. I just went into Hobby Lobby the other day. I'm in line, dressed like I am now, cut off sweats, white tee. A lot of times I forget that you can see my tattoos through my shirt. Boy, people are judgy as hell. I'm standing there, I'm next at the register. They open up a register. They tell the people behind me, they get you over there. The lady behind me won't even move because she's seen how they do. She peeped. People think this only happens to people from different ethnicities, black, Hispanic. No, I'm a big white man. What am I gonna steal out this show?
Yeah.
No, bro, they feel like me coming there with the tattoo showing deters other people from coming there. It's classism. If I would have came in here with 2 shooters and BDUs, Gore-Tex boots, vests, and apparent pistols, y'all would have been like, ooh, I bet that's Fat Joe, Breonna Taylor situation. So they go into this house with a no-knock. They're fired upon and they do what they're trying to do. When you fire at a police officer, things get real hot real fast. If you don't know that, if you're a youngin' out there in the street and you don't know nothing else, you don't shoot. Hell, don't even mean mug them. You ain't got nothing for them, but they got something for you. And I promise you that. Uncle Stack ain't gonna lie to you about it. So anyway, they hit the house with the no-knock. They're fired upon by who they're saying was Miss Taylor's significant or whatever. Yeah, normally that would be total cause to turn up. They were in the wrong house. this is called fact feeding, because if people just knew everything that was done wrong in this situation, it'd be worse. I know what's happened here.
Wait a minute, they're at the wrong house.
They were at the wrong address.
Huh. I thought her boyfriend was a drug dealer.
They were at the wrong address.
Huh.
Fact check it before you release it.
Yeah, that's a misconstrued fact that people don't know.
I promise you. So, the body of the thing, that's called the old boy system. That's what that's called. When you can leave, when you have 23, 28 officers who touched a scene that doesn't even get taped off, I'm gonna let that resonate. That doesn't even get taped off. 28 cops touch it. So that's 28 reports. Everybody got to write a paper, and the body is empty. That means that their senior shift leading officer told them leave it empty, because that's what they do. They follow instructions from the guy up from them. And them sirens are confirmation.
So, okay, so what do you think about the NFAC giving Louisville 4 weeks to respond to the Breonna Taylor and we're coming up on that deadline?
I think that giving them some type of, the gentleman was asked how long it would take to have some type of information from this missing body of paperwork. He said 6 months.
Right. That was an uproar.
He said that was unacceptable. We'll give you one. So, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I recommend them crackers in Louisville get some type of paper to show Jay when he gets up there, because that brother's gonna be pissed off.
Ooh.
If they got that same garbage. And people will realize, man, white boys a lot of times, cops won't kill them where they are, because they don't know who they're kin to. They don't. You know, a lot of times, you know, cops are slick. When you run across the wrong one.
So does that go back to classism?
Yeah, it definitely goes back to classism. But classism misconstrued as what? Racism.
Right.
Classism being misunderstood as racism. You know, man, it's nothing like seeing a dude pull somebody in a Ferrari. It's almost like it automatically brings out the asshole in some of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they pull it over just to get a better look at it. Like I've had dudes pull me over for nothing, and I'm like, there's way cooler ways to get an autograph. I feel like if you've seen the body cam view of the Floyd incident, man, it doesn't have to reverse your decision, feelings, and convictions about the situation, but any individual with an open mind is definitely like, his brother might have died of an overdose in the street. He definitely ingested something, and he is freaking out about it, and he knows, but he don't want to tell these cops, because here's what happens. You go to the hospital, they're going to flush your stomach the hard way. So he don't want to tell them that. Honest to God, he probably been through it before. And bro was a real street dude, for real. And it's tragic that he was lost the way he was, but if in fact he might have put something in his mouth, he knew it was a ticking time bomb. And they say, you know, I kept wondering how he got out of the unit. He kicked his way out of the unit. It's on the tape. He said, I would rather lay here on the ground. He was trying to stay on his stomach. He was thinking he could throw up. He was thinking he could get it out. Not that day. And you know, I really hate it, man, because since then we've had nothing but separation, the contention, all the synonyms for just angry people that don't really know what they're angry about. I think that a lot of this rioting gets blamed on them bitch ass dudes over there at Antifa, and they want to overthrow the way we got it. They say they're anti-fascism, but their acts are that of fascists.
Yeah.
They come in the cities, hiding behind the guys of Black Lives Matter. They have bricks waiting on them to be thrown. They have the milk stuff that busts up the tear gas so they can come with a second wave. They agitate the people. They think they can come here because of our history and irritate old wounds, but they can't, because what they'll find here is solidarity between ethnicities. We got taco stands, we got SA homies we work with, like it's love here. It's a melting pot, it's a culmination, and yeah, you know, what turns into hate, love, and what turns into love, sometimes it's hate. Like, there are good cops out there, and they're really, like, I think that to want to do that with your life says a lot about you. But now, to be a cop amidst the protests in all these major cities, to be a cop, have it because they're contracted, they're not hourly workers, they're salary workers. So to be a cop going out here and getting paid the same for a protest that you get for sitting on the side of the road running radar, oh, yeah. I quit. And a lot of them are. And you know, people defund. No, that's not the answer to anything. Removing the police from their position in America, that's not the answer.
We love you, bro.
Still a jiggity yak, a jiggity jack, about stack the Mac. The funny thing, it always gets back. Listening to it, I only get bored. Y'all still talking about that? Your boy going forward, come on! Ooh.